pop, 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 pop.
I
Check, check,
also
check.
edit the whole thing because I like breathe really loud, which I'm trying to
Yeah, I do the same thing. I sometimes like I just don't wear headphones because like
yeah.
because then I'm very self-conscious of my breathing, like
Right.
especially when I do like a solo episode.
Yeah.
But like if you just once you get into it, like and you just breathe normally, like it's way less
I know. Yeah, yeah.
intimidating. Yeah.
Also, this has like pretty good AI like dialogue
Is it on CapCut?
isolator. It's on DaVinci Resolve.
Oh, Resolve. Okay, I haven't
Yeah.
used I haven't done a ton of audio like stuff like that for DaVinci.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It
Okay.
was like $300 flat, which is
Oh,
way better than
you got
Adobe.
the upgrade.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you're so right, dude. I should probably do that. Man,
Because
yeah.
it's like, I mean, $300 flat. It's expensive, but if you use Adobe for what, like a year, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
That's so true. Yeah, I use the Adobe subscription and I use like, Lightroom, Photoshop, Premiere,
right?
and then I use DaVinci for like color grading if like and really
Mm.
or also DaVinci's easier to export like multiple like sets.
Oh, really?
So like I've done shows where like I record the whole show and
Yeah.
there's like 12 comics on it.
Huh.
So like if
Yeah.
I'm chopping that up, like it's on DaVinci, you can like chop up all the tapes to add them onto their own timeline, and then you can add them to the queue for
For rendering.
rendering,
Yeah.
yeah, and then it'll do it all at once.
Oh, that's
Whereas Premiere, you have to
yeah.
export each one individually, and it takes forever, and I gotta be
Right.
awake. DaVinci, I can just set it before I go to bed, and then it's done when I wake up.
Yeah, yeah. I love it. Honestly, it's like so good. I need to figure out the video stuff though because I just film it on my phone and then it comes out bright when I render it for some reason.
Oh, really?
So I gotta
Like
figure it out.
overexposed?
Yeah, yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
So and I don't mess with the settings at all. So it's something
Interesting.
I'm like
Okay.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, or you could probably edit on you could probably bring down your highlights or something, or bring down your exposure a little bit.
Yeah. Or I could after I render it like another program somehow.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm learning all this shit. While
Yeah,
I'm,
dude.
like,
Yeah,
doing it.
that's part of like the podcasting experience is like, especially when you're hosting it, like figuring out all the gear and just like figuring out like what workflow works for you and stuff. And you gotta, but like for my
Yeah.
pod, like I was like, I just gotta do it, like, and
Right,
I'll
right.
figure it out as I go, because I knew I was putting it off because I was like, oh, I want to figure out how to do it first and make it look
Right,
good. But I was just like, no, fuck it, just go, just do it.
Yeah, yeah. No, I totally agree. That's what I did. And the first like few episodes are garbage, and then you like get better. And I've been learning stuff as I've been going. Like the thumbnails on YouTube are so important.
Oh God, that's probably the thing I suck at the most.
I've been using AI honestly for them now
Okay.
because I got like the upgraded ChatGPT, and like you can graphically design professionally on it in like seconds. And I have no graphic design talent.
Interesting. Yeah, dude. I mean, like, I could probably sit there and like, honestly, like, I think thumbnails are fine for AI. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's okay. Like, yeah, I should start doing that's you're giving me lots of game right now. Just like all the stuff that you use.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Bouncing. Yeah, I mean, it really helps. And like, I notice it even immediately. Like the video I posted with like the thumbnail that looks professional gets more views.
Interesting. Do you just upload the video into ChatGPT and just say, hey, can you make a thumbnail for this? Or
I just give them the title at like the title of the episode.
uh
And then I'm like, well, first I do the transcript. So I get a transcript from the DaVinci. And then I put that into AI and say, give me a title.
oh
But obviously, I usually edit that because it's like
yeah.
dumb.
Yeah.
And then I put that title into, and I'm like, hey, make me a background image, like relating to this. And
Okay.
it gives me that. And then I use Canva to put my photo on top of it because AI like makes people look different,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is weird.
It is weird. Yeah. No, that's so okay. So you use Canva to add like a cutout of you,
Nice picture.
and then just your picture of the guest too.
The guest too,
Okay.
but I do solo sometimes.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. So, but I've learned like thumbnails, you want the person to be the big thing,
Uh-huh.
and then you want like 1 to 3 words. You don't want a lot of words.
Yeah. Yeah. Dang. Yeah. I usually just like at the end of the episode, I'll say, and Pete Holmes does this too, where he says, can you say keep it crispy for the fans.
Yeah.
But I say, can you say stay stretchy for the camera? And then when we both look at the camera and they say stay stretchy, like, there's like a smile and stuff. And so
Yeah, yeah.
I screenshot that, and then that's the thumbnail. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
and that usually looks good, but like it's not always like, yeah, it's not the YouTube algorithm
Yeah,
that it
I mean, I'm just
wants.
copying the guys who have like 2 million followers. To be honest. I just look at
Yeah.
what they do and do the
Yeah.
exact same thing.
Yeah. Honestly.
That's just all I do. And they're all doing like the AI, just like them and like whatever background. or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the titles, matter. Like you can't make them very long. So,
Yeah. Do you number the episodes, or do you just do
I do like, number and then
a
a
title
title.
with the guest, or if you're by yourself?
Yeah. So yours will be like Jared Chandler, Denver comedian, producer.
Okay.
And then like maybe like something that we talk about.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just do like the title of the pod, or actually it's for a while. I can't remember but I say like stretch pod number episode, and then the guest, and then I give it a interesting title if it's a solo episode,
Yeah.
But the solo episodes usually do terrible.
Solos are hard.
Yeah.
They're
I
hard.
don't mind like recording them. They just
Yeah.
don't perform very well. But like I'll just use solos. I just like have like a list of like stuff I want to talk about, and like I usually just talk about what I've been doing, and just
Right.
like what I've been up to. So,
Yeah, that's what I do too.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, none of them have been performing that well for me. Like, but it's like
It takes a
It's a
while.
curve.
Yeah, and a lot of times, like, and then like the marketing of it on social media,
Yeah.
like I just post it, like I post the thing on my story, and then I'll post a clip. If I try to get a clip out of every episode, but sometimes it's hard. And then like, and usually it's just like people I know, that like, maybe they're interested in the clip or whatever, and like, or they're friends of the guest, and they'll tune in,
Right.
and then eventually it'll catch on. I don't know, but it's for the fun of the game,
Yeah, I mean,
at the end of the day.
I figure you have to do it for. I mean, it's like when I started comedy, like,
Right.
the first 6 months, you're like literally so dumb.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
like you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
This is just a skill. So like,
Right.
you work. Like the best guys, like top 50,
Yeah.
they've done thousands of episodes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thousands of episodes, and like they got a whole team.
Right. Yeah. But they started in their kitchen. I always go
Yeah,
back to
that's
the
true.
first episode.
Yeah.
Like Theo Vaughn's is just him in his kitchen with like the old wired headphones, just like recording on a phone, like talking to himself.
Oh, no way.
And he went all the way to, where he is now.
That's
like,
crazy.
top 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's all
So
consistency,
it really is consistent. I'm bad with the clipping. Because once I
Yeah.
post it, I'm like, I don't want to go back to. But
Yeah. Yeah. I get that for sure. Yeah. But that's cool, man. Hell yeah.
yeah. Anyways, guest today, welcome to the show, Jared Chandler, comedian,
What's up, dude?
producer.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. So you just did you're working on a movie?
Working on tons of stuff right now, dude. It's crazy. But yeah, we're working on a movie. So I did a film 2 years ago. I was like one of the main actors in it for this project called Field of Screams,
Mhm.
and it was like a sort of horror movie where, and like it was through like a friend of mine from college who introduced me to some other filmmakers, and they wanted me to act in it, and so that's how I met all of them. And then we filmed it 2 years ago, took a year to edit for them, and then we released it last year. And then they were writing a new script during that time, so that's the script that we're working on now.
Oh, nice.
And we're shooting it right now, and we're almost done.
So what's like a feature? What does feature film mean?
A feature film means that it's 90 minutes long.
Yeah,
It's
like a real movie.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it'll be full length. It's not a short film
Nice.
that's like it's not like 12 minutes or whatever. But yeah, so it's long, and it's fun, and it's cool. And
Where
it's
can people check that out?
well, when we get it done, they got to edit, and then it'll probably, I don't know. I imagine they'll try to submit to some festivals, and then hopefully it'll premiere like locally in like Denver and Greeley and Fort Collins.
This is the Field of Screams.
Sorry. The Field of Screams movie is on it's on Apple TV. I think it's on Amazon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so like it's up there. Like
That's
yeah, like it's out and about. So you can check that out for sure. Like I was in it, and it was a really fun project to work on.
Yeah. Had you done acting before?
A little bit, yeah, like, I acted in theater in, high school, and then I did a short film in college, and, just some, like, short things here and there with some friends, like, some sketches and stuff, and
Nice.
then but this was, like, my first, like, role in, like,
Yeah.
a thing, where it was like, "Oh, shit," like, I gotta, like, prepare and, like like,
So were you learning on the spot a little bit or
kinda yeah, because like oh, yeah, and then I did, like, some one-act plays in college as well,
nice.
and so that was, like but that was, like I don't know, that's different somehow, like, it's different where, like, it's more similar to stand-up, like, theater is, because you prepare and then it's, like, in the moment, like, you're in front of everybody and you're doing
You
the
got one
thing.
shot.
You got one shot, and,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you rehearsed it a bunch, and you're with, like, your director or your coach preparing for it, and you get ready to shoot it, or to you get ready to perform it, and it's just, like, once it's done,
Yeah.
and like, but this is like, you're in front of everybody, like it's all quite like you're just kind of standing there, like riffing with your pals,
Right.
and while they're setting up the lighting and setting up the angle and stuff, and then it's like, all right, like you're hanging out, like you're having your day, and then it's like, all right, now be in character, like,
You gotta flip the switch.
yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
it's weird, like it's just weird to like turn like, all right, I'm this person now, and like I got to say these lines, and
Right.
like make it feel natural, but like, and then they cut and you do it again, like
Yeah, yeah.
you do it like a couple of times.
You're like, "Yeah, I can change this, like,
Yeah,
about this." Yeah.
yeah,
And, like, the shifting into, like, someone else is really weird to me. I don't have any acting experience,
yeah,
but, like, where you have to, like, shift into literally a different person and be
yeah,
like, "This is who I am for the next 15 minutes," or whatever.
yeah, and
Hmm.
well, and like you pull from like your own emotions, and like it's more about like a lot of it is like relating and empathizing with this character in this moment
Right.
in the script, right? So it's like you can go, oh, if someone did this to me, how would I feel, and like
Yeah.
how would I react? And it's a lot of it is reacting. That's what
Right.
I've read somewhere. A
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of a lot of acting is just like
Yeah.
being, you just know your lines, and then like I haven't had to play any characters that's like super out of my
Right.
depth before. Like a lot of them it's like, okay, I can channel something that
Yeah, yeah. How would I react in this moment?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like one time like in Field of Screams, like my scene partner was uh like being really mean to me in the script, not
Right.
just like in general, but he was like being a piece of shit to me, like, while we're shooting, and then
Uh-huh.
I go and so I was, like, in the moment, I was supposed to just, like, walk away, but I
Yeah.
just, like, slapped him. And, like, they didn't keep it in the script, but they were like, "Okay," like, and it was a little bit of a boundary push because like, you're supposed to, like, check in if it's okay to
Yeah,
do that.
yeah, yeah.
But like I felt like I had a good enough relationship with this person that like it's like we're acting like, like let's get
Yeah,
this scene.
yeah.
And but we ran it a couple more times. Like the
Mhm.
directors liked it so much. They were like, "Okay, like let's try a couple with the slap and a couple without and we'll see what we want to go with."
There you go. Yeah, I've heard that happening in, like, movies, from professional actors is, like, they'll just be like, "I think we should do this," and then
Yeah.
they totally shift the script around it.
Yeah, yeah, because you don't really know what it's gonna feel like
Yeah.
until, like, the day of that you're doing it, and that it's like, "Oh, okay, like, this feels different than I expected, so I need to react differently to this,"
Yeah.
and you kinda just and you talk with the directors and talk about what they wanna bring out of you, and if you have a good director, like, that helps a lot,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's been really cool. This new project that I'm working on, like, I'm playing, like, a version of myself,
Uh-huh.
so it's not, like, very challenging acting, like, and there's a lot of interview style parts in the film where I'm
Oh,
just
nice. So
talking.
you have practice with that.
Yeah, totally. So
Yeah.
that feels natural,
Yeah.
but yeah, very exciting stuff.
Hell
So
yeah. Alright, 1 second. I
oh,
forgot to
okay.
turn on the lights.
Oh. Yeah, let's get these bad boys. Oh yeah. Nice. Yeah, there's so much work that goes into the production value too that people don't realize. Yeah, and I love gear too. I love being part of the film stuff because I love I love just putting stuff together,
Yeah, yeah. It's, fun to, like, learn about all of it.
Yeah.
So back to the movie. This one's about aliens, right?
Yeah, yeah. So it's about Alex Mode and Evan Runkle are the main directors and producers on it, and this is my first one that I'm like, co-producing, like assistant directing and acting, and so like
Right.
we're using some of my equipment, like, and I'm just like, I'm showing up with gear and like
Yeah.
trying to be helpful, as much as I can. And yeah, so they're Evan's like a big alien head, and like he's the one who knows the most about it, so
Right.
this film is like, it's a kind of a mockumentary style, where it's like some of it is like fictional, like written in the script,
Yeah.
like between our characters, or like a fake type, it's a scene that we created, right?
Right.
And then some of it is like we went to the UFO Watchtower in Monte Vista, I think, but it's like near, way south near the sand dunes, and we
Yeah.
interviewed the owner of the UFO Watchtower.
Nice.
Yeah, and we've also interviewed like, like a paranormal investigator, an author who like has been looking into weird stuff like
That's
this
been fun.
for, yeah, he was cool.
I
Like
bet he was eclectic.
he was interested. Like he's also, I found out he's also like uh, a paramedic and like EMT, or
Yeah.
what's it called when they're in,
EMT.
yeah, EMT,
Yeah.
yeah. So like he's like, on the scene of like 911 calls and stuff, and like,
Right. He
so
needs excitement.
he's a hardcore dude,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and he was very like straightforward. Like it took me a while to like kind of crack him open a little bit, and like,
Right. Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
asked like weird questions. I asked the questions that they gave me, but then I also went into like, like, do you ever get existential, like in a,
Yeah.
like can't get out of bed kind of way?
Like the French.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and like that kind of got him like giving me more interesting answers.
Nice.
Um,
He's kind of living a double life. Like EMT is very serious, and then he goes out into like the alien world, which is like
Yeah, the alien and the ghost world,
right,
like,
right.
it's crazy. Yeah, and he goes to, like, all kind, like, he'll, and one thing that stood out to me that he told me was, like, how, like, if people are, like, trying to cash in on something when it comes to aliens or paranormal, that, like, you should be kinda wary of that, but if
Yeah.
they're, like, trying to keep it on the down low and they're like, "Hey, don't tell anybody about this,"
Yeah,
like,
it's more realistic,
yeah,
probably.
yeah,
Yeah.
so then he's like, "Oh, that's interesting," like, this is an action, something that I should,
Yeah.
look into,
I
so.
did I did a little research about the watchtower, and I drove past it when I just backpacked the sand dunes,
Oh,
so
really?
I like saw it
Oh, hell
when I
yeah.
drove by. And they've had over 300 documented sightings there.
Dude,
And for those that don't know, it's just basically like this owner in the middle of kind of like a desert, just no mountains around, flat,
it's a valley.
big sky. It's just like this alien watchtower. They have a bunch of signs, and then you can pull in, and it's a tourist destination. And they've had like over 300 sightings, and people have been taking pictures and all
Yeah,
sorts of things.
it's wild. Like, it's a, like, getting the tour and, like, learning more about, like, this kinda stuff, and, like, so in, like, apparently, like, the guy told me, like, how, like, people have been documenting and talking about UFO sightings in that valley specifically for, like, 1,500 years,
Oh
like,
yeah,
for,
it's
like, a,
close to New Mexico too.
yes, so it's, like, it's, just in that area, like, that Four Corners area, like,
Right.
it's weird, there's, like, a weird
Yeah.
energy there,
What was it,
and
Rothwell? That was the
yeah.
big crash?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so that's the one that people talk about, but the one that was crazy to me was, like, this horse called, like, Snippy, I think, that was from this valley, like, living in this valley,
Yeah.
and one night, Snippy gets abducted, and the aliens, like, cut its head off
Oh, shit.
with a laser.
That's come
Yeah.
on, aliens.
So, yeah, and then remove its sex organs, and,
What the
like, and then drop it in the middle of a field.
Oh, no.
And, like,
Damn, Sniffy got cooked.
dude, can you imagine you're just like chilling in a field one day, and then like you just get abducted, and like, all right, we're gonna cut your
They
penis
cut
off
off
now.
your
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. And like it was weird because it was like in the 60s or something.
Yeah.
And like everyone was like its head was cut off, like its horse head. Like, and it was like,
It was like razor sharp.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like they were like, well, only like a laser could do this, and we don't have the technology
Right.
in the 60s to do this.
Yeah.
So that was really interesting to me, because it was like, wow, like that's weird.
I mean, we think that's weird, which it is.
Yeah.
But then we do the same things to like rabbits when we're testing like, makeup or whatever.
Dude, yeah, that was one of the scenes that we wrote was with like a therapist or something who like it's fictional, but like, the character talks to people who have had encounters and stuff,
Yeah.
and everything's drawn from like real stories and experiences. So like that's what they were saying is like, one of the questions was like, what do they want with us? It's like, oh, well, it's kind of like how we treat
Right.
animals for testing. Like they're kind of just like
Yeah, they see a horse, they're
looking
like,
at,
what the fuck is
yeah,
that?
what the fuck? Let's
Why is his dick so giant?
yeah, let's get a closer look at that thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
For real.
Yeah, which makes sense, But
Yeah.
yeah, like that's what we do is like imagine like being a small little animal and then you just get picked up and then we're like
Yeah.
doing weird shit on it and it's like maybe it's for science, like
Right. Yeah.
maybe it's for a good thing to like figure out a vaccine or some shit. Like
Yeah, you never know. I don't know. So I'm assuming you believe in aliens?
dude, I mean, I definitely believe in uh, you know, um like the idea of like other life in the universe
Yeah.
evolving, and
I
like
think I believe in them just like mathematically.
yeah,
It
yeah.
is so large. It would be almost impossible for there not to be aliens. And if there aren't aliens, that's almost like scarier because then we're the only thing in this
Yeah,
like
it's up
gigantic
to us.
it's just like so vast and we're just like here.
All
Just
by
like,
ourselves.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, and like I don't know if and like the more I look into it and like I've been, researching and studying since shooting the film and like a lot of what people talk about is how like yeah, like even if there is alien life out there, like we would like also in this expanse of time, like maybe there is other civilizations that have appeared and
Right.
disappeared over the course of millions of years, but they're so far away and they're like and they exist within a blip and then they're gone and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
and now it's our turn on
Right.
this planet,
Yeah, yeah. It's like throwing a baseball in an ocean and you're like collide.
Yeah, I hope I can find another baseball out here.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so it's really interesting. It's really cool to and that's why I asked the guy, I was like, "Do you ever get existential?" Because like thinking about it a lot makes me feel like, "Oh man, I'm so small,"
Oh,
like
yeah. I get existential all the time.
yeah.
I love getting existential.
Yeah.
I mean, I smoke enough weed. You just sit alone. You're just like, what do you do?
Yeah. Yeah. You do that long enough, you're gonna
Yeah, you'll get some thoughts.
get real yeah, get real deep into it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
this is also a great time for aliens because they're releasing all like the government files and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, and that's like that's where it really comes to a then it's like, all right, do I believe in aliens? And then it's like, do I believe in like them like visiting here and like all the interactions
Are
and
they
stuff?
in Antarctica? You know?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
stuff like that. And it's like I don't know. I don't know about
Yeah.
that. But
I don't know either, but I never trust what the government says. So I'm like, I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to know what's going on, but then you see all these like they had them at the Watchtower where there's all these pictures
Right.
of like that people took in like the 50s and 30s and like in like a field in like at a farm.
Yeah.
And there's a fucking like the classic like UFO saucer is just in the sky
Right.
like going like this and it's like
Yeah, and it's before CGI.
yeah, it's before like any crazy shit was going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's before drones, it's before like all that shit,
Right. I mean, and it would make sense for them to like, if they could get to Earth, like check out what humans are doing.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
that makes sense. And then but I don't understand why it would be like, they wouldn't want to just like be like, hey, I'm here. What's up?
Yeah.
That's the weird thing for me.
Well, what if our planet is like our little terrarium, where it's like,
Right.
don't fuck with the experiment,
Yeah, we could be the cows for sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's like because you don't want to like interrupt what they
Yeah.
got going on because like and maybe they're far more advanced, so like they understand that like we're like we're like a little kid,
Yeah,
where it's
yeah.
like you can't interfere too much with their development
Right.
or it's gonna fuck them up, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just let them make mistakes, let them do their thing, and then like we'll check back on you when you
Yeah,
can talk
yeah.
with the adults.
Right,
Like,
Maybe all roads lead to AI to space travel, and they're just like, oh, we're just on.
all roads lead. Yeah, they're just further down the
Yeah, they're
timeline.
just like, oh, we've been here before. We just got to give them some time.
Yeah, yeah, and maybe it's a lot more time than we think it is, but like
Yeah, probably.
yeah, but we're just now like at a point with technology that they're starting to be interested.
Yeah, exactly. And our technology, it's gonna get like when we're in our like 50s, the world's gonna be entirely different.
What do you think it's gonna look like?
Um,
What do you think?
I'm always a 50-50 guy, like yin yang. Like I think there's
Yeah,
always gonna be good and bad.
yeah,
So I still think you'll have like a poverty class and a rich class.
yeah,
I don't think this like, oh, nobody's gonna have a job and everything's gonna be perfect. I'm like, that's just not how humans work.
right. Yeah,
I really think it's gonna be like 50-50, where it's like, oh, AI can, we figure out how to do surgery perfect, where you never fuck it up.
yeah.
But it also like people are making sex robots in their garages,
Yeah, yeah, there's like the good and the bad,
Yeah,
like the yeah, yeah. I'm trying to work on a bit right now where it's like I think it's gonna be like Star Wars, where it's like there's Coruscant and all the rich folk and all their technology and high class,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
there's like the fucking slums of Tatooine where it's just like
Right,
you're
right.
selling scrap parts and
Like
like
District 12 kind of. Have you seen
yeah.
that movie? Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, no, I thought you were
Oh,
referencing Hunger
Hunger
Games.
Games. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's also true. Yeah.
also kind of yeah, interesting. Yeah, what
Yeah.
movie do you think is like the most accurate of what the future might look like?
Honestly, I think it's like the video game Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay, I haven't. My friends have played that, but I haven't really gotten into
Yeah,
it.
it's a great game. But
Okay.
basically, it's just like, yeah, a more futuristic version of now, and people are bionic. So you get like implanted eyes and stuff like that,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
which I could see happening eventually. I do, maybe there's going to be like a race of pure like humans without anything, and then a hybrid class, and then a class of like robots. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. That's
Yeah, fuck it. It's not fun to think about.
yeah. I mean, yeah. It's kind of scary, but it's also like I'm sure it'll be fine. Like it's just like it's just gonna be
Yeah.
like I mean, think about like our grandparents or like
Right.
people who are in like their 80s right now. Like imagine that. Like you like grew up in like you were like born in the Great Depression, and then like you
All this.
live to see like
Yeah.
like the Rizzler, and like
Right.
like you live to see like
Yeah.
crazy, and like we won't care.
Even
Like
being born during the birth of the internet is fucking crazy.
yeah,
And
yeah.
just like such a small like moment of time that is so important.
Yeah,
Is
it
wild.
totally, and I don't think we're not gonna care as much, you know?
Yeah.
Like like the younger generations now where like that's their normal is like iPads and technology
Right.
and shit. But like and like, as we get older, we're not gonna know like all the hip references and stuff and like
Yeah.
what the kids are talking about and like what's like the new scary technology. It's like
Yeah.
we're gonna be stuck in our ways.
Right.
They're gonna be like, Grandpa, you still write on paper? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, just let me do it. Like they're
Yeah.
like, you don't use your Kindle Scribe, like
Right, right.
you don't write with your eyes,
But
with your
then
meta glasses.
the arc is that's when you're like 0 or 0 to 22 or whatever, and then you realize, oh, I'm a human, and you start getting into that, and then you go back to the paper. So
Yeah.
they'll be like, when they'll be in their 30s, like paper is sick.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna walk into a coffee shop and see a youngster writing on paper, and I'm gonna be like,
Exactly.
I used to write on paper.
That's an old soul. Right?
Yeah, yeah. You and me, kid. And they're like, get away from me, old man. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
unk. Yeah, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But the weird thing is, like, anyone born from now on will think AI is normal, which is
true.
crazy.
Yeah, and I bet I'll be getting my son to like help me with AI. I'll be like, do you know how to do this? Like, I can't figure this out. And like, and they'll be like, oh, Dad, you're so old. And they'll be able to
Right.
do it really fast, and like, I'm whatever. That's chill, like,
Yeah.
it'll be part of their lives. And it's like,
Uh-huh.
remember when we got like computers, like
Yeah.
in the computer lab, and we're like Googling shit and like,
Just the iPhone, like having a pocket computer is
yeah,
just absurd.
it is absurd.
They do need to figure out the data center stuff, because I'm a big nature guy, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's kind of the shittiest part.
that's like I would say that's the
Yeah,
shittiest part,
like on like everything else is like whatever, like people are free to make their own choices, like whatever. You used an AI flyer for your comedy show, like,
Yeah.
who cares? Like yeah, it's not popular right now, but it's like and there's so many AI like ads on Instagram and stuff like that, and like
Yeah.
there's that part is annoying, but like the part that we don't see or like we're not affected by it, but like the scariest part is like the data centers and like how much
Yeah, yeah.
resources they take up, and we're already like in such a bad
Embarrassed on
spot.
resources.
Like yeah,
I know. We need
yeah,
to start get into some renewable. Like if we need a technology to come along that like is more renewable.
Yeah, that can like turn like ashes into water or
Yeah, or
something.
something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Start recycling our bodies
Yeah.
or something. We gotta do something. I don't know.
We gotta do something. It's definitely hotter. Like in the last 10 years.
It's definitely kind of a little hotter in a scary way. Yeah.
Like it's been 100 in Denver for the past month.
It's
straight.
kind of scary. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
And I grew up in a small like mountain town where we would get, when I was young, we would get 8 feet of snow every year. And now, like I'm the last 10 years, it's really like you're in December and you can see like brown grass, which would have been like literally unheard of. And now there's fires everywhere. Like fires are popping up like crazy.
Do you think maybe it'll flip where it's like dry versus like monsoon, where it's like one year we like for a couple of years we'll have like
the El Nino.
Yeah. Or like maybe we'll have like it's dry right now, but like in a couple of years it'll just be like thunderstorms and like huge blizzards and like huge weather events where
maybe. I mean, it depends where you live too, because I mean hurricane season, they already get it in like Florida.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and they get it bad. They get it pretty bad,
like the Gulf and like northern North America gets fires like crazy. Like we get fires every summer.
Yeah,
and I got evacuated twice.
Really?
Yeah, like it's like
whoa.
I mean, it's mostly just you combine dry forest and the most guns per capita. It's like it leads.
It's bound to happen. Yeah. That's just
it's just the way she goes.
That's just the price you pay for your Second Amendment rights. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen?
Exactly. Yeah, Idaho's a funky place.
Dude, I went there for comedy and it was dope. They were like,
did you go to Boise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, everyone was like, oh, this is like Denver 20 years ago and stuff. And they dropped all the homeless people at the border. Yeah. So like, which is kind of
some Idaho move.
Yeah, it's so bananas. Like I was like, cause you I ride my scooter or whatever, like on the river path to get places. And I'm like, there's nobody here. Like there's nobody like camping like next to the river and there's like no crazy. And it's like, I kind of dig it. Like, it's kind of nice.
Idaho is so peaceful. Like
it is peaceful.
Also, there's so much land and like there's only 1 million people, and it's one of the biggest states. So and it's 60% public, so you can literally just like walk or drive most of the day. Like you can go wherever you want.
Nice. I didn't know that. Yeah, I loved it. It was cool. The comedy was cool.
Yeah.
The crowds were fun, and like I would like. Everything was close by to like I would ride my scooter. It's a college town, so they got like late night food spots. You're not like stranded at 11 p.m. with like the nearest food spot is like a diner 30 minutes away or whatever. So
that's the only place in Idaho it's like that though.
That's fair. Yeah,
you literally have only Boise.
Yeah,
and then everything is closed at 7 p.m.
Yeah,
entire state.
Yeah, but.
It was cool. Yeah, Montana was cool too. They were different. Montana's more like hippie, libertarian, cowboy-ish. So like weed is legal in Montana.
Oh, okay.
And it's more like don't tell me what to do, kind of like that.
Don't ask, but don't tell me what to do. And I won't ask what you're doing.
What you're doing. Yeah, exactly. So Montana was cool, and then I'm liking Colorado so far.
Nice, dude. Yeah. Why did you come out here?
Well, I was just like trying to take the next step in comedy. I kind of reached the top of Bozeman, and I was
the top,
all 20 people.
I'm the best here. I got to get out of this tiny town.
Just like big fish in small pond. And I'm like, I could be a local legend and just stay here, or it could, grow and develop.
Yeah, totally.
Like, go get my ass kicked somewhere else for a while.
That's totally fair. Yeah.
So it was either, I could, New York, LA, Chicago, Austin, Denver, Nashville.
Yeah.
It was like, I like mountains.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And honestly, great spot to be. And the comedy scene, I feel like, is like a really nice size to like really like, you can stand out, but then you can also like, work hard to move up.
Right. Yeah. And it's a lot of like, just like anything, it's a lot of personal effort. They really place a lot of value here on producing your own show.
You
Like
think
if you
so?
add to the if you add to the
I agree
infrastructure,
with that.
people will like then start putting you on stuff.
Yes. That's
Um,
so true. Like,
yeah,
I mean, it's so true. Like, it's like you have, like I've talked about this with other comics before, but like, some people call it like currency, but like, you just, it gives you a thing to
yeah,
offer and like you can, and it makes you more visible. Like,
right, yeah,
like I wasn't getting offered a lot until like, and I didn't get a lot of traction until I had my own thing,
yeah.
so
It's kind of like a pay your dues, rite of passage thing here.
yeah.
It seems like, which I'm cool with. So I started this, and then I'll start a show here.
Dope. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
That's
and
sick.
yeah, I like the clubs around here. It's so it's awesome.
Yeah. So you're a big nature guy? Like, where do you like to
Oh yeah,
go?
yeah. I love to hike, backpack.
Yeah, you backpack to sand dunes?
Yeah,
How was that?
hard as fuck.
Dude, that sand is, like, brutal to, like
Climbing over it.
yeah, like, we
Was
got to the base,
yeah,
and I went there as a kid, and I was like, "I could probably get to the top," like,
yeah,
and we got there and looked at it, and we're like, "We're not going
it
up
was brutal.
there."
I had like a 30-pound pack on too, and then you have to get over the dune, the tallest dune,
Yeah.
to camp, and then you can camp anywhere in the back.
Whoa.
Um, and it was, oh my god, I was dying.
And there's no
And you
shade,
had to
like
carry your own water, so I'm just like holding 2 jugs of water.
yeah.
Farmer carrying them up the mountain.
Sweating your ass
Sweating my
off,
ass
like
up.
no shade,
Yeah, and then we get over the top, and
sand in your shoes.
yeah, it was me and my buddy, and we get over the top, and we found like we were like in a spot. We're like, okay, we think this is a good spot. There's like dunes around; it'll block the wind. And then just like the biggest wind, I start putting my tent up, and then the biggest windstorm comes through, and I'm just like standing there holding my tent, getting blasted by sand. Fuck this. So then we packed up and we kept walking deeper in, and then we eventually found a good spot. And like
Oh,
at
man.
night it chilled out, but
Yeah,
yeah, it
dude,
was
yeah, we were
awesome.
there for, like, an hour during the day, and, like, they're all like, "Don't bring your camera, cause like, the sand is gonna fuck it up," and I'm just like
Yeah.
I was like, we'll see about that," and, like, I was like, "Oh, I could probably get a shot."
Yeah.
And I brought my whole backpack with, like, all kinds of shit in it,
Uh-huh.
and, like, we started hiking out there, and the wind started kicking up and stuff, and, like, sand's blowing everywhere, and it's like I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with my little Nikon on my chest, like, I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna break out the fancy
Yeah.
shit because 'cause it'll get fucked up," and, like, I still have sand in my tripod because I would just
Yeah, I still have sand in like socks.
yeah.
It was like a couple months ago.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it
It
gets
was
everywhere, yeah.
it was a cool thing to do once, but if I'm going backpacking, I'm going in the forest. Just like not having water and no shade and like wind, it was brutal.
Yeah, the trees make a huge difference. Trees and rocks, yeah, make a huge difference. Yeah, I was like, I might wanna go back someday just to, like, get to the top and get some cool shots up there just because like, it just cinematically looks so cool, like, it's
It was pretty epic, yeah.
yeah, like, just, like, all this like, just the way it looks, it's just, like, sand and sky, and it's just, like,
Yeah.
it's dope, like
And when you get over, there's the mountains, so you're just like sand going up into the mountains,
oh, nice.
and you're the only people there. And
Yeah.
it's just like no cloud. The stars were crazy.
Dude, I when we camped at the Watchtower, we were trying to get shots of the stars
Uh-huh.
for like the film to have like a time lapse or something. And some clouds came in, so it was like really hard. We had to give up and I was like, I can't get I only got like one good shot of like where you could see stars and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But then Evan stayed out there late with the DSLR, just like taking like long
Yeah,
exposure.
time lapse or whatever.
Yeah, well, we couldn't even get a time lapse. We got like long exposure photos. So it would be like, so then as much light as possible came in so that like it looks like, it's not the dead of night. It's
Right,
like you
right.
see all the light coming in with
Yeah.
our tent and stuff. So
Like the Milky Way, those pictures with like the full Milky Way and stuff.
yeah, I want to get one of those so bad. Like and
Yeah.
I want one. Like I don't know how to do it though.
Northern US is a good place because there's no light pollution.
Yeah, I
So
need
if
to
you're
go.
in Idaho, Wyoming,
I
Montana.
dude,
Yeah.
yeah, and like David Tesreau goes up to do you know him?
Nah.
Oh, bro, he's like
Is he a comic?
yeah,
Oh.
he's a comic and he's like an old pro. Like he's been doing it a minute and
Uh-huh.
like he looks like Santa Claus Like you've probably seen him on like a
Oh, yeah.
flyer or something, but like he's a jolly like big dude, and like
Uh-huh.
he loves and he's great at photography too. Like he's one of my most reliable like go-to headliners. Like if I just
Yeah,
need
yeah.
somebody who's gonna like be able to carry the room and like be available and stuff,
Right.
and he's super professional and like great with the crowds. And but he goes to Yellowstone every like couple times a year and like
Mhm.
takes these amazing like nature shots of like
Yeah.
bears and foxes and like
Yeah.
all kinds of shit. And I'm amazed. I'm like, that's awesome. Like I would love to do something like that someday.
Yeah, Yellowstone's easy because it's, like, flat and the road is just, like, right up to it, and then the animals are just chilling.
They're just there.
They're just
Yeah.
there.
I've been to Yellowstone a couple of times and
Yeah.
like I like Yellowstone a lot. I just don't like how it takes 45 minutes to get to
Yeah.
anything. And you
I
have to
I
go.
prefer Glacier, honestly.
I went to Glacier. I didn't get to spend a ton of time there, but like
Yeah.
I did drive up to that lake right there.
Right. That place is sick.
Yeah, dude, yeah. It was on this big road trip that I took when I was new to stand up. But that's when one of the only times I've been to Montana, and like I went to Glacier Park, I went to Missoula,
Yeah. All
and
great places.
yeah, so cool, so beautiful.
Yeah. The sketchy part about hiking in, Montana is there's grizzlies, which there
Okay,
aren't in Colorado, which is really nice. I don't
yeah,
have to worry about bears here.
really. So you gotta think about that, like,
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're everywhere, and you have to, like, carry bear
damn,
spray, and, like, most
damn,
people carry a gun.
whoa,
Um,
due to bears.
yeah, like, grizzlies
What
are
kind of gun do you
aggressive.
carry for
I don't
I
have a
don't feel
gun.
like a 9 millimeter would.
But, yeah, I mean, if you'd have to shoot it in the head.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, you'd
If
have
you
to
don't
be a
want to
good
piss it
aim.
off,
You don't wanna
yeah.
shoot in the back, yeah.
Yeah, or carry like a
Yeah.
45 or
Also, what
something.
terrifies me about grizzlies is they can run at 20 miles an hour for, like, 4 miles. Like, they're
Yeah,
gonna catch you.
yeah, you're fucked,
You're
dude.
fucked, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
huge.
and you have to worry about the, moms, not the dads.
Yeah.
It's always the moms. If you see a baby bear, get the fuck
Yeah,
out.
run. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to, Alaska a couple years ago, went to
Yeah, yeah.
Anchorage, and, I didn't have I just brought my longboard and, like, 2 backpacks, and so I longboarded out of the airport,
Uh-huh.
and I was on my way to my Airbnb. It was, like, 6 miles at, like,
Yeah.
midnight, and, like, I'm longboarding there, and a mama moose and a baby moose
Oof.
are blocking my path. It's like one of those where it's, like, along the highway, and then there's, like, a tunnel that goes underneath
Yeah,
the
yeah,
highway.
yeah.
They're standing right at the
And
tunnel,
tunnel.
and I'm just like and I had to be like, "Hello,"
Yeah,
like, make a
yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
noise, and they kinda just, like, moseyed off, like, "Okay,
Yeah,
we're
you gotta
moseying." Uh,
Moose are aggressive too, though.
uh, fucking, 6 days later, I'm like saw my Airbnb ran out. So I was like, "I'm gonna camp one night in the woods
Yeah.
because 'cause I've seen people out here doing it," and so I'm like, "How hard could it be?" Uh,
Alaska's gnarly.
it's yeah, it's a sketchy place,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in Anchorage, like, I set up a camp, and I'm talking on the phone with my girlfriend, and, like, people are, like, walking around near me, and there's, like, fucking needles and condoms on the ground and
Oh,
stuff,
fuck.
like, I thought I was deep enough in, but, like, I wasn't, and
Yeah.
there's a guy kinda lingering near me, and I
That's
was like
sketchy.
I was like, "I gotta call you back," and I, like, picked up a big stick, and I just kinda, like, hung out for a second until he went away, because I was like, "Dude, I am not getting
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
robbed out here," and then I ended up having to get a hotel that and nowhere was available, so I had to go to the sketchiest, like, most rundown place
yeah.
that had bed bugs, and, like,
Oh.
it was brutal, like, and and then I went and worked on a fish camp for 2 weeks, and then I was like, "I gotta get the fuck out of here."
Yeah. Anchorage is pretty ghetto.
Yeah,
I've
dude.
been there,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
but I ran into while I was camping, I was cooking, I made a little fire, probably the best fire I've ever built,
Uh-huh.
side note, but I went to Buffalo Wild Wings and, like, had my little wings and, like, my to-go bag, and I was cooking my wings on the fire,
There you
and
go.
guess who shows up is Baby Moose,
Oh, fuck.
like, smelling my wings, and I was like I yelled at him, I was like, "Get out of here, Baby Moose," and he went
Yeah, yeah.
I've never seen a moose be like like, he, like, freaked out and,
You
like,
just wanted
ran
some
away.
B-dubs.
Yeah, and I was like, "No, you can't have my B-dubs, bro, because I know your moms are out," and I saw him with the mom, like, not that far away from me, bro, and I was
That's
like
sketchy.
I'm like, "That's the same fucking
Yeah.
moose and mama that I saw 6 days ago," like
You had the real Alaska experience.
I did.
Moose and crackheads.
Yeah.
the combo.
Yeah, I did. It was crazy, dude.
That's
Yeah,
insane. Yeah,
very cool
I
place
mean, you
though.
just gotta get. I feel like if you're hiking or camping in Alaska, just get out of Anchorage.
Yeah, I just didn't have a lot of options. I was like, because I was like, the next day it was supposed to get on a van that would take me to the ferry that would take me to Cordova to
Ah,
work at the fish plant.
how's that?
It sucked. It was
Yeah,
bad.
for 2 weeks only.
I only lasted 2 weeks.
Oh, and then you just
I
bounced.
Yeah, because I was planning on staying there the whole summer
Yeah,
and like coming back with some cash because they made it sound really enticing and like
I'm sure they did.
yeah, made it sound like you could come home with 10
There's a
grand, you
reason
know, like
only convicts live in Alaska.
yeah, dude. Yeah, and I'm surrounded by alcoholics and felons and like
Yeah,
they like just like and it like I maybe could have lasted a little bit longer, but like it was just like the conditions were so terrible and like one time like the fire alarm would just go off randomly
oh no.
like at in the middle and you only get like couple of hours of sleep some nights
Yeah,
because they were like they would be like all right like a busy day was like my busiest day was like 16 hours and then like you get and I was just chain smoking cigarettes like in between during my breaks. I was just like, fuck, like it was so
yeah,
brutal. And then it's like 15-minute break, back on the line. Like
yeah.
one you're supposed to get a 1 hour or like a 30-minute meal like at specific parts of the day.
Right.
But sometimes they would say, go eat and get back on. Like,
Damn.
yeah. So you would just like keep going.
What are you even doing? Like in the factory?
Everyone has different jobs as part of the process.
Yeah.
So like the fish come in onto they slide in
Yeah,
onto like a conveyor belt, and there's people who literally like put a fish in like a clamp, and then you gut it open, like pull all the guts out. I wasn't on that line, thankfully. I was at the end,
damn,
so
doing that all day would be brutal.
all day,
Yeah,
like
oh my god.
gut. It gets put on the belt.
Yeah.
There's a guy who's like got a headphone in and he's just like there's bins based on what kind of fish it is.
Yeah,
And he's just sorting without even looking. He's grabbing a gill, flipping it like into the buckets like this.
just desensitized to guts. Just
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude. People would be you put on waders and like 3 gloves and a hoodie and like you're sweating, but it's cold as fuck in there.
Yeah.
And there's like they're all in these big bins, and then you're the sorter. There's a sorter. I was on that for like not that long before they were like, you're too slow, like putting
shit.
you back on the
This is an operation.
yeah, they're like, you're too slow, you can't be here. So like, but you would sort the fish like, you know, like a shoe, you know, so it's like you could fit like 12 of them onto a cage, and like you stack the cages 12 high. Those go into the freezer, and then I was on the other end of the freezer, so like they would wheel out the frozen carts. You would take it and like break it on a table so like all the fish would bounce. You slam it into the like water solution that would go into onto a conveyor belt into a bucket, and then there's one guy whose whole job is one guy's job is just to stand there with a shovel and like put the fish onto the conveyor belt, and then another guy's just grabbing fish, throwing it into a big box that gets, and then the guy with the forklift comes and picks it up and takes it to Costco or Sam's Club or wherever the fuck it goes.
That's hard work too. Fish are heavy. Like if you're constantly slamming,
dude. Yeah, like all like so it's like you start up here like just thumbs like, and then bring it up, and you're in alignment with the person in front of you, so you're just like break it, slam it, grab the cage, turn. Make sure it has to be, you can't just like jumble it. It has to be perfectly on there. And then you sort it, and then you do it again and again.
It's like a shoulder workout for 8 hours.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. I got in really good shape, but I was also like miserable. Like I was like,
it doesn't sound like paradise.
yeah. Well, I thought and it was kind of like some of the camaraderie was cool and stuff, but then like people would like rage quit and stuff, and like, and then like people would be spending their paychecks on booze that costs like, because everything out there costs like so much money.
Yeah, because they gotta transport it.
Yeah, so it would be like a Gatorade. So everything would be like in big sizes. It would be like a Gatorade that's like 32 ounces.
Yeah,
and it would be or 64 ounces, and it would be like $10 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like insane,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and then it was 2021, so like I got out. I got out at like the perfect time because like I was about to leave when they called a meeting, and they were like, "Hey, so like we've had a couple of people get COVID, so now you can't leave. You have to like uh, write your grocery list and give it to a person who goes and gets it for you.
Oh my god.
And like shit like that. And I was like, thank God I'm getting out of here, dude.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
me and another buddy, like, we're like, let's get the
Getting
fuck out of here.
trapped in a fish factory during COVID would be brutal.
Bro. It was it was already hard enough that like you
Yeah.
could like, and you could walk to the grocery store and stuff.
Right.
But like, yeah, like me and my friend were like, all right, man, like, because like we saw what happens, like if you quit like
Yeah.
on the spot, they kick you out. You can't stay another night there.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
good luck, like bye.
Right.
Like next boat is like in a week or whatever. So you have to go pay for a hotel until the next boat comes.
Yeah.
And so we timed it out, and we were like, we looked online, we're like, all right, next boat is on Saturday. So we're gonna quit on Thursday, we're gonna quit on Friday.
Yeah.
And we're gonna, like, at the end of the day, we're gonna go up to our line manager and be like, hey, this is our last shift. And then and then we quit, and we stayed one more, since it was at the end of the day, like we got away with just like sleeping there one more night and then turning in our keys and everything the next morning. And they were like the manager and the GM like went out of their way to like come over and like tell us what pieces of shit we were for quitting. And I was and like,
That's probably most of his job.
dude,
It's just telling people what piece of shit.
yeah, they're like, oh, you don't want to stay here?
You don't want to stay here?
Make $12 an hour?
Yeah.
Bro.
Especially in the winter. Do they go in the
It was in the summer.
summer only?
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, there's people that like they're there year round. Like,
Yeah,
they
exactly.
just, that's
Like,
their
if they're working
existence.
in the winter. God damn.
Dude,
You don't see the sun either?
bro. Terrible. And like, I brought weed from Anchorage,
Mm-hmm.
and people were like trying to buy it off of me and stuff. And like, cause my first day I got there, I like smoked out my roommate, and like we would like, and like they got so high, like we were all standing there like just so baked. And then the next, and like I had like 2 joints left, 2 pre-rolls, and people were coming up to me like asking me how much for them and stuff.
Give you $50.
I was at first I was like just reselling them at cost for like $10.
Yeah.
But then the more people asked me and no one was cashing in on it, I was like,
Damn.
price went up. It's $20 now. And then I ended up
Prison economy.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was prison economy, bro. And I ended up smoking one with another friend because there's like a boat that was just like parked out there on the docks. And so like we snuck out onto the boat and like smoked a joint. And then I ended up leaving before I sold my last one. And on our one day off in Cordova, like we were hiking around just smoking and just like enjoying our freedom, you know. So that was legit. That was pretty cool.
How old were you when this happened?
This was 2021, so I was like 24.
Damn.
Yeah. I was.
Well, good thing you got out of there.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to like. I originally just wanted to go to Anchorage for a week, and then I was like, and then I met this guy in the woods who was talking about the fish plants, and I was like, you know, that sounds good, because I was about to move to Denver, and like things were getting more serious with my girlfriend, so I was like, I kind of want to have like one last like
bachelor party.
yeah, kind of like a you know, coming of age moment where it's like, I just want to do this thing for myself.
No, I get it.
Yeah. So like, but yeah, I was like, all right, we need to, the fun's over. And
then reality kicks in.
Yeah.
You were romanticizing it.
I was.
And then reality kicks
in.
Oh, this is why people don't do this.
Yeah. There's guys there who were like my age who it was like their second year. And like people get sick and like have to call, and like it was a big mental game where it was like, because you could do it physically, but mentally you had to just like stay locked in and like and you know, I wasn't, and it helps to be more social and stuff, but I would be so tired that like I would just like, I needed like some alone time, so I would hide in my room, like I would grab my meal and like go to my room and just eat it and like watch TV for like 15 minutes before I had to get back to work. So I was because that was what was like keeping me going, you know. It's just like
that's crazy.
Yeah, but
I have some friends who worked on the boats, but there is like
even
a
worse.
Then you're on the ocean.
Yeah, you can't leave.
Yeah.
You can't quit. And dude, the boats are surrounded by birds.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that,
dude. It's like, and they're ga 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 ga,
and they're shitting on you.
They're shit, and it's just horrible living conditions. Like and you're just like, and it's even longer hours, more brutal. The boat goes like this,
Right.
like on the
Yeah, that's
ocean.
tough ocean.
Oh my god, like I can't even
Yeah.
imagine those poor fucks. Like, but I mean, they get paid for it, but like at the expense of your
At
body
what
and
cost?
your mental health. Like,
I know.
you become an alcoholic, and like you become like
Yeah.
addicted to whatever keeps you alive because like you just can't handle it.
Yeah, that's great. There is such a masculine urge to just move to
Yeah,
Alaska.
yeah, like, yeah, and I was kind of like playing into that a little bit, where I was just like, "Hey, let me like, this will be fun," and then like,
Yeah.
yeah, just the reality kicked in. But it was beautiful. I mean, I saw like so many bald eagles and like river otters and the moose and
Yeah.
like,
No, Alaska is awesome, but
yeah,
everything is bigger and badder there.
yeah,
The mountains are bigger, the animals will
the
kill you
threat of
more.
death
The
is
threat of
like
death is higher.
so real. Like
Yeah, yeah.
you could die so easily out there.
Especially in the winter, you go out one night and it's -30, like you're out for a long enough
Dude,
time.
dude, I can't even imagine. Yeah, the summer was great. Like it was like the sun was
Sun
out
year round, yeah.
the whole time. Yeah. But yeah, dude.
That is weird when you go out, you step out of a bar and it's like 3 in the morning or 2 in the morning.
And the sun's starting to come up. Yeah.
Or it's already up.
Where
Yeah,
where it's like because it kind of like it doesn't really go down. Like it
Yeah,
kind of like it goes down and it's like, but then it's like blue hour where it's like
yeah,
still light in the sky,
yeah.
and then it just kind of goes back up. Like
That was my favorite part about living in Northern America in the summer is
Yeah.
like it's 11 o'clock and the sun's going down.
yeah.
So you can be in the mountains until 11 and like just be fine.
Man, yeah, that does sound nice. That's probably the best part, honestly.
Yeah. But then you go to the winter, negative
It's
15
the
degrees,
opposite.
you don't see the sun,
Yeah.
which is so tough.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I like it here a lot. I think I'm just like I saw something where it was like, oh, people are not moving to Denver because it's so expensive, and it's like, okay, good.
Good.
I hope more people leave because like,
I don't think it's more expensive. I think it's less expensive than the other major cities. I mean, it's
Really?
expensive, but
I don't know, dude. Like, I feel like it's on brand with like LA at this point. Like,
really?
dude, I went to a matcha place today.
Oh
I
yeah.
spent $17.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, the food is crazy. That's true.
yeah,
I
like
cook
food.
a lot. For
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, like you go out and do anything, get anything to drink
Yeah.
or to eat, and it's crazy expensive.
know.
Like gas. I mean, that's a different thing, but like, like, yeah, just anything.
The world is expensive for sure.
Yeah, just anything you want to do to like go out and like enjoy yourself. Like,
Yeah.
be prepared to spend a lot of money. Like,
Luckily, hiking is free. That's why.
that's true. Yeah, yeah. The hiking is free.
Yeah, swimming is
You
free.
just gotta pay for the gas to get up there.
Yeah, I go to
Yeah.
the river all the time.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you fish?
I never really have gotten into it, but I want to. That's
Okay.
like what I'm trying
That's
to.
the next
Yeah,
hobby.
yeah, yeah.
Conquer. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm a big hobby guy. Like I'm always
Oh, yeah.
bouncing between one thing and the
Anything but 9 to 5. That's what-
next. Yeah. Do you have a 9 to 5?
Yeah, kind of. I do bookkeeping.
Okay. For
Which
like
I
a.
can do remote.
Oh, that's
and it's
nice.
a lot of just like receipt, plug in the numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Which is not the best thing in the world, but it's fine.
I mean, at least you're remote. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's not bad at all. Like, yeah, I have. If I didn't have the job I have right now, like, I wouldn't be able to do as much as I do. And like,
yeah.
they, it's I have to go into the office, and like, there's some parts of it where it's like, God, this is keeping me from doing my edits.
Yeah,
it's like this is keeping me from. But for the most part, like, it's office hours. So like, once 5 o'clock hits, like, people can't expect me to be doing stuff. So
Right,
like,
right.
I go off and do
Yeah.
comedy. So.
Yeah, 9 to 5s are good for comedy because they're scheduled.
Yes.
I know a lot of people like work on weekends with other jobs and
Yeah.
or at night.
Yeah.
The restaurant industry is like most of your money's at night.
Yeah, that I was serving in
bartending,
college.
whatever.
Yeah, so like that was I was also like just not ingrained into the scene as much. Like I was living in Greeley, so like I would still do stand up, but like yeah, I had to work nights on weekends. So
Yeah. But the dream of like stand up and podcasting and media, like just like if you do reach the point where you're like that's all you're doing, like oh my god.
that's the goal. That's the
beautiful.
dream. Yeah, man. That sounds awesome. Like that's
Yeah.
the dream. Like to just like podcast, do stand up, like
Just hang out with your friends.
yeah, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
make content, make people laugh, and like edit some cool like photos and videos, and like produce shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get to be a part of the arts and entertainment world. Like it's fun. Like it's the best thing ever.
Yeah. I mean, stand up is brutally hard, but it's so much fun.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, that's why like I I think I fell into the camera stuff so hard is because like it's way more lucrative than stand up is, and
Yeah.
like it's more mathematical where it's like if you do this, if you do X, Y, and Z, you will get a good shot typically.
Right,
Like,
right.
you know, and
Yeah.
like if you have like and gear has some part to do with it, but like you can get away with like getting a really high quality image without like the most expensive thing on the market, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And it's, you know, a different career path where cuz like I've seen what full-time stand-up looks like and it's like it's hard.
It's hard,
It's
yeah.
it's
Even I mean, nowadays, it's like you have to hold attention too. Like,
yes.
it's such a
Yeah.
like, social media is such a big part of it.
Unless you want to be a road dog and like
Yeah, yeah.
scraping together a couple $100
Right,
to do a bar gig
and
and
paying the travel.
dude,
So
and
it's
yeah,
like
you sleep in your car and like you live off gas station food and you sleep in
yeah,
like motels and like
I know. It's
yeah.
brutal.
Yeah, it's like the did you read the Running the Light Sam Talents book?
I have read it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that where it's just like your existence is just like
Brutally hard.
yeah, dude, unless you can reach a certain level, but
It's
that's
like
part of the holding the
1%. It's like
attention.
making the NFL, you know?
Kind of is,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, but more you're more in control of, how you get there, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
like because 'cause you're not and there's no you can't age out of it,
It is, yeah, that's
and you
one
can't
thing
get
I
hurt.
loved about yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big appeal to stand up. Like, when I was playing sports, it's just like my body was just like, "All right, we're not doing this anymore." Like,
Yeah.
I'm done. And stand up, like, you can do it until you're 70 or wherever, whenever,
Yeah,
as long as you're
whenever you
coherent,
yeah, yeah,
you
as
know?
long as you're there mentally and you can get onto a stage,
Yeah.
like, you can do it, and, like,
Yeah, yeah.
there's don't tells with, like, guys and gals who are like
Yeah, I remember that one grandma,
yeah,
lady
I
on
forget her
TikTok. I
name.
forget her name too,
Yeah,
but
but
she
she was
was
so
at, like,
funny.
Spokane Comedy Club, I remember up there,
Dude,
yeah.
yeah, can you imagine? Like or like Dr. Kev, you know, and
Yeah,
like John
yeah,
Novosad, like
yeah,
they're up there and like they're still doing it. Like they're
yeah.
at a high level too. Like they're not like being hacky and shit.
I
Like
know, and you have so much experience to pull from, years and years and
yeah.
years and years, you
Yeah,
know?
dude. And then like you're comfortable up there and like like I every time I watch John Novosad, like he's such a delight and like
Yeah.
he's having fun, you know, like he's laughing at his
Yeah, yeah.
presence, you know,
I've
like
never seen him not do well at comedy
yeah.
works.
Yeah, dude, all the time. He
Yeah,
just
yeah,
crushes.
yeah,
Like he's so good.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Alright, we can, wrap up there. That's an hour, just over an
Oh,
hour.
hell yeah, dude. We crushed that.
Yeah, we killed that. So, like and subscribe, it always helps. Yeah, thanks for coming.
Dude, thanks, Owen. This was fun.